I am so excited to share with you today the concept of how to help balance the two hemispheres of our brain. Our left hemisphere of our brain is all about logic. Maybe you're really good at numbers or you're really good at figuring things out. The right side of our brain is the creative side. Perhaps you find wordsmithing so easy for you. When we get to a place where we keep going over the same information, and we don't come to a decision or a way of working things out, oftentimes we have moved into one hemisphere or the other. And one of the solutions for that is Reiki. If you Reiki yourself, you will begin to move into a place of being able to listen to both hemispheres. Sometimes we're not in a place where it's easy to Reiki ourselves. Sometimes what's happening inside of our brain is just so much information that it's difficult to get to a calm place. And so that's where the pretzel comes in. And so what I'm going to teach you today has to do with moving our hands in such a way that we go past the median, and by doing that help the brain to move to a different place where the sides are working together. The hemispheres are more cohesive. So we're going to start with our hands down. So my thumbs are down, back of hands are back to each other. And I'm going to take my right hand over the left. Now obviously this may turn out differently while you're looking at it, but take your right hand, or your dominant hand, take your dominant hand and go over the other. And then you're going to interlock the fingers. And by interlocking the fingers, you're going to then pull your hands gently into the space. And then go back out. Now, we've done one side, we need to do the other side as well. So I come back to back of hands together and taking the other hand and going up and over and interlocking the fingers, and then again coming back into that space and then coming back out. I learned this when I was a second grade teacher. We were trying to get our grades or our test scores to increase across the whole school. And so we had somebody who was our testing expert, and she would go and find information for us and come back and bring it for the full staff. When we used these as brain breaks during our state testing, our test scores increased significantly. It is true that just allowing the two hemispheres of the brain to work together increases test scores, but it also helps us to be able to find the right next step in whatever we are working on. Enjoy the pretzel.